Psalms chapter 17 and verse 8. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me from under the shadow of thy wings. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Haracha'a Kwadash for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and sincerity. They steered us well and they rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon your house. This the brother Zion coming at you with another lesson to feed the lambs through the Holy Spirit. Haracha'a Kwadash, Lord willing. This lesson is edifying and to the point. All right. And in this lesson, okay, Sleazy E is back at it, man. All right. Scientists warn long frozen zombie V is public health threat amid thaw. All right. So let's read this paragraph. And yes, you heard it right. You have, in fact, heard it right. Zombie apocalypse. Okay. Straight up. And this was published November 28th, 2022 at 10:08 a.m., man. All right. They are potentially prying open Pandora's box. French scientists have sparked fears of yet another pandemic after reviving a zombie V that had been trapped under a frozen lake in Russia for a record of 50,000 years. Now, the Earth not even 50,000 years old. So that right there is a goddamn lie. Okay, Esau Edom trying to control the narrative and blame it on their favorite person, or a Salakia, blame it on their favorite thing, climate control. But the Earth not even 50,000 years old, man. All right, point blank, period. So they just trying to control the narrative, man. But the CDC got all of these diseases in a damn lab. All right, they do human test trials all the damn time, man. And if it was a real outbreak, like on some uh Resident Evil type of stuff, man, they'd keep that under wraps like a mug, man. They won't even uh tell the public, all right, in the sake of you know uh not causing panic, all right. But this is just the beautiful paint strokes, okay, of the picture that Yahweh Shema Shai is painting, man. All right. And the works of Yahweh Shema Shai is beautiful. All right. And the elect, all right, if you don't got the mark of Tawa, you will die. Okay. If you don't got the mark of Tawa, you will die, man. All right. Quote, the situation would be much more disastrous in the case of plant, animal, or human diseases caused by the revival of an ancient known virus, reads the viral study, which has yet to be peer reviewed. The new research was helmed by microbiologist Jean Marie Olympic from the French National Center of Scientific Research. Okay, so let's see this. It's an ancient zombie virus was discovered in melting permafrost in Siberia. That's some lies, man. These negroids, all right, nigger E, they got these in the CDC already, man. They already in vials. They already, got nitrogen, you know what I'm saying? Nitrogen capsules, they already ready in there, man. Okay. Nobody ain't get bit by no monkey, none of that bullshit. Okay, that's garbage. All right, these devils create diseases all day, every day, and the Lord is putting the spirit on these devils, okay, and giving these devils the green light, okay, to do whatever they want. Because mind you, Jacob's trouble is for the 2/3. Jacob's trouble is not for the elect. The elect has to go through it and get tried, but the judgments ultimately is going towards the 2/3. And if we got to be a martyr in this truth, because being martyred and being destroyed is two completely different things. And I'd rather be martyred in this truth than, you know what I'm saying, to be destroyed, man, because the dead in Hamashiach will be risen first. All right. I guess this is what the disease looks like. But the 48,500-year-old fine has stirred up the fears that another pandemic could occur. And basically, this is just their witchcraft. They're just telling you that they about to release it, man. Basically, this is just a fancy nigga way of telling you that they are going to release this thing. So you must gird up, and you need to gird up now while the time is at hand. Because if not, you're gonna what? Ding, 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 die here. All right. However, as global temperature rise, previously dormant microbes could be unleashed onto the world, and that's what I'm telling you. This is just a fancy nigga way of telling you that they're gonna release this thing and blame it on climate change as usual. All right. According to the preliminary paper, global warming is causing vast swaths of the permafrost, permanently frozen ground covering 1/4 of the northern hemisphere, to irreversibly thaw. You see? They always blaming climate control and climate change, and these niggas is literally in a lab testing on humans, man, paying them about 1,500. You know how they do. They'll pay some po nigga or some homeless motherfucker about 1,500 done to go down there and get you know what I'm saying, juiced up, just like how they did for the juice. And the same thing they gonna do with this thing, man. They already been doing it. They already got it. They just about to release it. They are gonna release it. This is just a fancy nigga way of saying that they are gonna release this thing. Point blank period. You can't make it up. No ifs, ands, buts about it. All right. And this is on the CDC's website. This is number 6023, Preparedness 101 Zombie Pandemic. This was published in 2011. You can look it up. It's on their website, man. Okay, so you can't make it up, man. All right. The CDC this is from USA Today. All right. Uh it says the CDC wants you to prepare for a zombie apocalypse. Yes, you read that right. All right. If zombies were to start roaming the streets, yes, we said zombies. The Center of Disease Control and Prevention wants you to be prepared. So they're telling you that they're going to release this thing. And a lot of jakes, they're going to be looking at it like it's a joke. They're going to look at it like we blowing smoke. They're going to look at it like, well, I just played a zombie game and it was fun. Well, just know that you're going to be curling up like a little hoe, man. All right? Point blank period. Because if you ain't got that Isaiah 33 and 6 up in you, you going to be curling up like a little hoe, man. Grabbing your loins like a little girl, man. All right? Curled up in a fetal position, crying like a bitch. And I am so serious, man, because the Lord gonna have grown men like that, curled up under a box some fucking where, crying like a hoe, man. But you wasn't crying like a hoe when you was had a damn fucking Caprice Classic on 28s stunting and shit. You wasn't crying when you was damn showing up to the camp, showing off your outfits, and then you leave. You can't even stay a whole goddamn camp. It's different when you got to go to work. That's different. Rather than you just pulling up and then you just leaving whenever the hell you want to, man. That ain't good enough for the Lord, man. The Lord don't honor that. It's different when you got to go to work. Okay? But come on. Jake just rebellious and Jake just don't want to listen. All right? And this is why the Lord got to throw the kitchen sink at these 2/3 niggas, man, and that Esau Edom. Okay, let's get into some scriptures, man. All right, we got Psalms chapter 17 and verse 8. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of the wings, right? Under Yahweh Shema Shai. Hide us in this truth. Hide us, hide us in this truth, man. You know, which is that secret place. All right. The shadow of thy wings is the angels, man. All right. Complete spiritual protection. All right. From all judgment. That's why I said if you don't have that marker tawa, you will die, man. Keep me as the apple of the eye. All right, let's see you got something that you might have a favorite hat or something. All right, and that hat you really like, so you're gonna keep that hat separate. You're gonna hang it up. You're gonna put it in a special place, man. All right, and that's what the Lord is gonna do with His elect, man. He's gonna put them in a special place. All right, off to the side. All right, out of the way. All right. Verse 9, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. Right. The same way how these enemies are going to be compassing us about. We got angels that's compassing us about as well, man. Okay. We got angels that encompass us, man. All right. They are all around us, man. All right. And that's why it's important that we handle our business and do our part to where the Lord can can show mercy on us, man, because the Lord is not going to forget your works. Okay? And he is not going to forget your labor of love, man. So that's why it's important to lay up your treasures now, because a lot of people going to get took. And if you get took, that's fine, because I'd rather get took in this truth, all right, and be a martyr in this truth. And the Lord is going to put the spirit of martyr on certain brothers, man. All right, that you just might got to lay your life down. I might have to lay my life down for this truth, but I do that any day of the man. I take that over getting destroyed. I take that over the famine any day. Being a martyr in this truth, because you're gonna get risen first with Hamashiach. You're gonna get risen first. So cool. If that's what's got to happen, I take being martyred any day, because I'd rather be martyred in this truth than to be a 2/3 and get destroyed. You know. All right. Point blank. Period. We got Isaiah chapter 19. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 16. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women. You see? And a woman is feeble. A woman is weak. A woman is weary, man. Okay? They always weary, and they always draw nigh to the power, man. Whoever is in power, women draw nigh onto that. All right? But the Lord, okay, is gonna have Egypt, which is America, man. All right, be like unto women. Okay, everybody gonna be weak, man. All right, whoever don't got that Isaiah 33 and 6 is, and it shall be afraid, and it shall be afraid, and be fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. And when you shake the hand, okay, you are talking directly to someone. If you're exalting your voice and you're shaking your hand up and down, you're pissed off. So the Lord is going to shake his hand with judgment. That is how much he cannot stand this place, man. The sins of Babylon have reached unto the heavens, and it is a sour smell in the Most High's nose. It is a smoke in the Most High's nose, man. The Lord is hot with this place. So it's only right that the Lord, Yahweh Shema Washai, hit this place with the entire kitchen sink, man. He throwing the whole kitchen sink on Babylon, man. All right. There's something really big that's gonna happen. All right. And that's why the Lord said that we got to hold on to the testimonies of Yahweh Shah, and that's having the spirit of prophecy. And that's what we got to do. This is the time that we living in. It's talking of prophecy, 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 man. That's the time we living in right now. Prophecy, that's what you're supposed to be teaching, man. If you a prophet, you teach prophecy. That's how that goes. Because you got Israelites that are prophets, and you got Israelites that think that they prophets. Verse 17, and the land of Judah shall be in terror unto Egypt, shall be a terror unto Egypt, and everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, because of the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai of hosts, which he have determined against it. Okay, so the Lord is going to rain down uh judgment on this place. You need to understand that Yahweh Shema Shai is not playing, man. Okay, he finna be having grown men, man, like women, man. You know, holding on to their loins, man, curled up under a box like a little hoe. But you wasn't doing that when you had times when you had the liberty, though. You was out living it up. You know, you was out living it up. You had a good old time in your little grace period, right? Because you abused it. The Lord said we got to grow in grace, man. You can't abuse this grace period. You got to lay up treasures in this grace period because you know what I'm saying. You got to build up a quote unquote spiritual bank account, man. You know, and a lot of y'all cashing in and don't even know y'all cashing in. A lot of y'all pulling out 20s and don't even know you pulling out 20s. Sometimes you might need to pull out a Twankie in Jacob's trouble. Well, that goes to what you doing. That goes to you self-examining yourself. It's always something to do in this ministry, but it all start with you. You want to be kept the apple of the eye, man. You want to be like that hat that I talked about in that analogy, man. You want to get put off in a special place, man. You want to be under the shadow of the wings of the angels, man. You want complete spiritual protection. All right? Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And you can't prepare for this. So don't think you finna damn get a whole bunch of ammo and a damn bat and you put nails in it and you get your zombie apocalypse guns and you just finna slug it out till the chariots come. No, you're gonna die here. You need divine intervention to get through this. All right? Point blank, period. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some everlasting life, and some to the shame of everlasting contempt. All right, and that goes back to the wise and foolish virgins, man. Are you putting yourself in order? Are you trimming your lamp? You know, are you maintaining your oil if you got any? What are you doing? Okay, where are your spiritual priorities laid at? Okay, because the Lord ain't playing. Yahweh Shema Shai is sick and tired of this place, man. This rulership. Esau got his people down here looking bogus as hell, man. And the Lord is hot behind that. Hot. 38 hot. We got Jeremiah 30, all right, in verse 5. And we'll close out with these scriptures. All right. Jeremiah 30 and 5. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, we have heard a voice of trembling fear. We Salakia. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai, we have heard a voice of trembling of fear and not of peace. See, you can't prepare for this, man. This is impossible to prepare for. If you can't prepare to have a baby, no matter how much money you got, how in the hell can you prepare for a time of trouble that you ain't never seen, never heard, never done nothing, never done nothing? It's impossible. It's impossible to prepare for something that ain't that you can't prepare for. So that's how you know you need divine intervention. Verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. So can a man have a baby? Can a man conceive a child? Of course not. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail? Right. You got your hands wrapped around your waist, curled up like a bitch up under a damn tree, some goddamn where, or up under a box. But you was not. But look, you got to keep that same energy, Jake. If you want to be, scoffing the Lord and all that, like, what I'm saying, like Charleston White and all that, he gonna be one of them travailing motherfuckers. He gonna be holding his loins like a little hoe. Because white Jesus ain't taught you about no damn zombie apocalypse. White Jesus ain't told you to gird up the loins of your mind. White Jesus ain't told you the greatest people on the planet. White Jesus gave you two things, death and taxes. Them two things for sure. White Jesus got for you, nigga. Death and taxes. For sure. Them the first two you gonna get for sure on this side. Death and taxes. Real shit. And all that's coming to an end, homeboy. Point blank, period. And them same niggas that's talking shit, running off at the mouth, saying this and that, gonna be in fetal position, crying for they mama. That 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 same fat house coat, big titties, no bra, wig twisted, frying 40 pork chops at the stove, farting. She ain't taught you shit. And you gonna be calling on her raggedy ass, and she gonna be like a goddamn zombie, man. So think this is a game. The Lord is not playing at all. A lot of y'all gonna know that a prophet have been among you, and y'all gonna be hurt. The famine of the word is literally here, man. It's any day now. Any day. All these social media platforms and all of that, it's gonna be no more, man, because I guess free speech is hate speech now. Because Esau's trying to control the narrative, and they hurt because they can't rock Jake back to sleep this time because the Lord ain't gonna let Esau rock Jake back to sleep no more. So Esau can't go get a Jay-Z concert and go get Faircon and them and go rock Jake back to sleep. That's dead. That's dead. Period. You cannot rock Jake back to sleep no more. The Lord got a hand in this. And if the Lord is for us, who is against us? As a woman in travail, and all the faces are turned into paleness, scared. Point blank, period. Scared. Verse 7. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. See, the elect is going to get saved out of it. The hopeful elect, the 1/3. All right. The 144 and the 1/3 going to, get tried like gold in the fire. And this might go for days. This might go for weeks, months. All right. But we are one step closer to getting that crown, man. That's why no matter what happened to you, it should never take you out of the truth. You walk circumspectly and you stay on that straight gate, that narrow way. All right. You got to stay on that narrow path, that narrow way, because it's going to be you, yourself, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. That's how straight this gate is. You, yourself, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's all you're going to have to rely on. Faith. A man's fidelity is going to get tested. His integrity, virtue, constancy. Read Revelation 3 and 10, man. Matter of fact, man, we'll go to it. We'll just close out with this through the Spirit. Everything going to get tested, man. From the MOTB all the way down to this, because look, it's going to get too dangerous to go to the store. It's going to be a death trap, man. All right. Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right. And that's ultimately the MOTB. But you got a lot of pop quizzes that's going to equal up to temptation, and you must pass them. Okay. Because the Lord finna lift his hands up and say, ain't no more. So, hey, whoever ain't got thy why gonna get judged by the law.
Strong's G 3986. Pyrasmas. Pyrasmas.
Pyrasmas, all right, is temptation in the Greek. Definition B, the trial of man's fidelity, integrity, virtue, and constancy. See, no matter what happens to you, it should never deter you from the truth. You should always stay locked into the spirit. You should always still maintain your oil, man, and keep it filled up to the damn brim. And keep that light burning so Yahweh Shema Shai can see you, man. All right. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and to the point. I want to give the glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and sincerity. Salutations to the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon your house. We on the next one. Aparatazah. Shalom.